lot of people know me as Jordana. I'm Jordana Sands, the psychic writer lecturer. I'm sort of a multitasker. I just go from one thing to the other. Diana, what are you looking for?
The appointment book.
The appointment book?
Yes, I can't find it.
But it was right here on the desk.
I know, but I can't find it now. I can't find it anywhere. Again, I don't know what to do anymore. I left it. Did you take it?
No, it was right here on the desk.
Well, it's got to be somewhere, because I didn't take it.
I didn't either.
This happens all the time.
I met Diana I think about 7 years ago. And I went over to her, I said, "You're a psychic." She was shocked. She said, "How do you know?" So we started working together.
Well, I have to tell you, the transition from having a very solid academic background, counseling, doing crisis counseling, doing business consulting, to psychic work was not an easy transition at all. We have a full schedule.
Do we?
Yes, I don't know who.
Neither
we don't have
do
the
I.
book. Where is it? Oh, I can't
no,
do this.
not again. It has to be the ghost.
Has to be.
I swear this happens every single day.
This is not normal.
When Laura was here, not only was she the best medium in the whole world, but she knew where everything was. I think it was about 10 years ago I met Laura. Laura was a very famous medium. People came from all over the world for readings with Laura. And we worked together at several jobs, and we planned to do a television show together. And then she passed on to the other side. I'm glad she's up there in spirit. Oh.
I bet you that's Holly. I don't think she's been out of the house in 5 years.
More like 6. Yes, hi, Holly. Oh, honey, no. No spirits can get through the television to attack you, upset you. The energy will not come into your apartment. No. You don't like what you see? Change the channel. That's right. Something cute.
I think Jordana is fantastic. She's very logical, and she's also very intuitive. She understands the way I do that you have to combine the logical and the intuitive in order for things to make sense. And she's nocturnal like me. So I know that I have a good person to talk to in the middle of the night when I see weird things. We have to find a different method of having our appointments or something.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Gina.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you? Wow, do you have a second?
Yeah.
I have a story to tell you. Earlier, I was on the subway, met this great guy. I was like, this is unbelievable. Sitting there, we're talking. All of a sudden, I see other people in the distance looking at him, eyeing him. Would you believe, after having a conversation with him, I never even got his number.
A lot of psychics call themselves fortune tellers. Oh, 3 years from now, you're going to meet a guy in a store, you're going to get married, you're going to have 2.5 kids. I mean, ridiculous. When you take over someone's life and you make their life decisions for them, you're not doing them a favor. They're not learning anything. They go to a psychic, they want you to take responsibility for their life, make their decisions. That's wrong. A true psychic looks at this situation, understands it, and knows how to shine lights on their life and help them find the answers.
Oh, look who's here. Our appointment is Scott Gilbert from
Jordan, hi,
Hey
sweetheart.
there, how's it going?
Good to see you. Have a seat, honey.
Thanks,
Come
You're
on
just
in.
in time.
Yeah, right. Beautiful.
Oh, nice to see you.
You saw us play
Hey there,
Ghost.
how's it going?
Nice
Hi
to
there,
meet
nice
you.
This is
Hi.
Gina, our neighbor.
Loved your show.
Oh, thank you.
That show was brilliant.
It really
Thanks
is.
a lot, thanks.
I love
He
it.
has a great future, this young man. He's so talented. When he was a kid, he was in Les Mis, too.
Les Mis, I saw
Yeah,
that hundreds
very,
of
very
times.
talented.
I must have seen you in it. Oh, you were great.
Well, anyhow, sweetheart, we're going to get to work. So
gotta
come
go.
back in a little
Finish the
while.
story
Nice
later.
to meet you
Nice
too.
to
Nice to
meet
meet you too.
Ciao, honey. Welcome, my
So
dear.
Thank you.
I worked with a lot of young people in colleges, and you see some young person in there with so much ability in one direction, and they're going in another direction because their father did that or something. They said, well, I have to be an accountant because my father said I have to be an accountant because he was. Meanwhile, the kid is wonderful, say, in communications or technology or creative. It's just a shame. People need to be cultivated. You have to give them a chance to grow, and that's what Diana and I do.
I already shuffled them, so you just have to do is pick one. Ah, exactly what we were talking about, something about misery.
Oh, great.
No, but I think it's definitely what I'm feeling is this show, this movie, this
Right.
thing. And so tell us what you're feeling about it, because I feel there's a lot of passion associated with this. So let's see. This is something you really love, don't you? Yep. That's exactly
what's
what I
that?
thought. You're really. Did you have any resistance? Because I see that you didn't. It was the doors opened.
No, it was fine. You know, it was perfect. Everybody has been so gracious, and I contacted the people who actually created the show, and they've been so open to working with me, and they're looking forward.
Well, that's what I see here.
You
Yeah.
see, that's because, you're a young man, but you're very mature. You handle things correctly. You see an opportunity, you act on it. You're organized. There's organization in you. I can just see the way you hold your hand. Look, he's an
Yeah,
old
yeah.
soul.
Yeah. Oh, I
Isn't
know.
that fantastic?
You know, I feel
Absolutely.
like I've been around forever.
You are very mature for your age. You really
Yeah.
are. I understand
Yeah.
that. That's because you're an old soul. Think of reincarnation. Say there's reincarnation, which I believe there is. We live many lifetimes. That each lifetime we're there to learn. Well, if you take over someone's life and you make their life decision, how are they going to learn? Well, he's so talented.
I love him.
Can you imagine when he was a kid? He started in Les Mis on Broadway.
I know.
And then to bring Ghost, the musical, to Broadway, he's going to do great.
I just think it's weird that we have Ghosts here and he did a
I
musical
know,
named Ghost.
I know.
It's not a
I know.
coincidence.
Nothing is a
I
coincidence.
know. When I first saw with my own eyes what I thought was a ghost in her place, I finally realized, okay, insanity. But it turns out that it's something real, and she has, seen it herself, and it just validated that our senses are just not these five senses. There's something, beyond the electromagnetic spectrum that we can pick up.
One time, you wouldn't believe what happened here. Right here, a book flew right 20 feet across the room of the bookshelf. That was hard to believe. I fumigated the whole place. I had crosses going. I had incense. That's one thing I will not allow. But I'll tell you, if you tell a spirit that you don't want to be bothered, they'll leave you alone. You just say, I don't want this. I don't want this to happen. You tell them, they will respect it. I said, look, we can live together. This is wonderful, but, don't interfere with my life. Did I hear a knock? It is.
Guess you did. I'll see who
I
it
don't know
is.
who
Who
it
is
is. I have
I'll
no
get it.
idea.
Oh, it's Dana. Dana, come on in. Oh, it's Dana.
Dana Lorge, hi,
you?
sweetheart. What's the matter?
I came for
What
a reading.
happened?
My dog passed away.
Oh, no.
It wasn't right. I mean, it was a while ago, but I just can't get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
honey,
Fluffy.
sit down. Sit over here.
Just
Oh,
can't. Thank you.
Oh no.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
dead?
oh, you're kidding.
Oh
Oh,
no. Did it hurt?
I don't know. I just know. I mean, I did everything for that dog. I had her nose done because she looked too Jewish. She was so happy.
I never had a pet that wasn't trained, knew what I was thinking, and I knew what it was thinking. And Diana is very much like that also. Do you know what's so wonderful about her? She's so sensitive to everything, and she reads animals. We both do. We sort of read their minds.
Oh, it was a fabulous trick.
What?
Is that Fluffy?
What was that?
God, I feel
Maybe
her in
it
the
is.
room. Well,
There's no
the
dogs. There's no dogs
How many
living
dogs are in
around
your
here.
studio?
She did one trick, and it was a fabulous trick, I mean, I would say, Fluffy, show everybody, what Mommy does to get jewelry. And she would lie on her back with her legs up. Isn't that wonderful?
That's so nice.
It was,
Well,
Very
just-
nice dog.
I think this is
she
a
was
bigger trick
brilliant.
if we're hearing
She was
barking.
brilliant.
I'm so upset.
So I thought I'd get a reading, if I could just, talk to her and see how she's doing.
Well, look like she's already started talking to us. Let's see her.
Diana, there's no dogs that live near here.
I know.
Did you do this?
I didn't do it.
No.
I'm not a ventriloquist.
Where we have our studio here, everybody has pets. And it's fun to walk down the street and say, in your mind, oh, you're such a cute little thing. The little dog turns around, the tail wags. And it's just adorable because it hears you. My little cat, she knows. All I have to do is think I'm going to feed her. And I turn around and she's right there waiting for me to open a can. I don't have to touch the can. They read our minds. You know, they stay with us after they pass on.
I know, but you know, at home I don't hear her or anything.
Well,
I came here and I hear her.
This is the
I
right
know.
environment. So she's telling me, hold on. Yes, keep doing the jewelry thing. It's working for you, she said.
You know, every time she lie down, I got more jewelry. I mean, you know, she just terrific.
Yeah, she's with you. Do you feel like little wet spots in your bed?
Do I what?
Feel wet spots in your bed? That's her. Like letting you know she's there. I feel there's wet spots all over your bed. Like, you know, around here. Do you feel it?
No.
I do. I'm telling you, I feel wet spots.
You feel wet spots?
In your bed.
In my bed?
In your bed.
Diana runs around, if you see what she does on Facebook, I mean, besides being a psychic, she's a humanitarian, she's an animalitarian, if there's such a word. She just loves to save people and help people. So we have an awful lot in common, and we have a lot of plans and things we want to do and people we want to help. We want to help the two-legged as well as the four-legged variety.
Sandy, don't you feel it?
Now, there's one thing I can say is when she leaves, I hope Fluffy leaves with her.
Well,
Thank God I'm not sensitive.
thank goodness the academic background I had actually is coming to use now, because I can use logic and intuition, and I can marry these two together. Left brain, right brain, yin, yang.
This woman should have been a star. We met when we were starting out in the business. I remember one time she was so funny. She said, Sandy, how come you didn't make it? I told her it was my unfuckability.
You what?
I think that, you know, we balance each other out. You know, if I didn't have somebody that wasn't as intuitive as I am, that, you know, helped balance things out, I don't know what I'd do. It's good to have, you know, a community to realize that, you know what, that bell that I heard that I thought it was in my head, she heard it too. So either we're both crazy or we're both psychic.
Okay.
Okay.
Work card comes up. Means you're going to be doing well. You're going to be getting ahead in your field. Your relationships are stable in your life.
I'm going with the same man for 33 years. I mean, I don't think it's going to work out, but that's stable, you know.
I think so. I guess that's why the card came up.
Probably.
Let's not forget this little card here.
What?
Death.
Change for the better.
You got the death card. So that's good news, because remember.
It's good news?
Yes.
Yeah.
A death card is good news?
Of course it is.
Why?
It depends on the card that's before it and the card that's after it. See, it's a transitional card.
Uh-huh.
So
See,
Fluffy's
so it
death.
means,
Oh, it's fluffy. Okay.
yeah, see what it means? It means that dog, and now you opens up the doorway for another. See, fulfillment. You put out your hand, there's the wish. It
I would
fills
like
right
more
in.
fulfillment. I would.
Yeah, that's what this means. It's like a whole rebirth. When you have that, it means it's a rebirth in many, many areas in your life.
Oh,
Seriously.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And this is use your sixth sense. Trust your instincts. That's what that card means. Turn your back on things from the past. Open up the door to let new things in, and use your sixth sense, and everything that you want that is waiting to happen will come there, because here it is. There is an afterlife. Maybe it's another dimension, many different dimensions. People call them ghosts. I don't like the word ghost. Maybe spirit, you know? But it's definite, and I think it's just wonderful.
I gotta look for
It's
it.
not here. I don't know where it is. I mean, I don't even know where. There's so much stuff here. I don't know what to
Hey
do.
guys, what's up? How are you? Hey,
Tom, hey,
Sandy, how are you? What's doing? Hey, how are you, sweetheart? What's doing? What are you guys doing? What's going on?
Oh, we're...
Let me guess. You lost the appointment book again, didn't you? Didn't you?
No comment.
Psychics.
No comment.
Yeah,
No.
psychics. You should be able to find it. This should be easy for you. And what do you need an appointment book for anyway? You should know who's coming, no?
Diane and I are always having a problem losing our appointment book. We know it's a prankster. It's got to be one of the spirits. Because one time it took me a whole year to find my cross. It was right here under this cushion. I don't know how it got there. Last thing I would do in the entire world is lift the cushion and put a cross under there.
Take another look. I think you'll see me headlining.
Headlining where?
At the Mirage, the Flamingo, any of the biggest hotels. That's where they're going to get me.
Headlining
Yeah?
at the crap table.
And you call yourself a psychic. I think you're completely wrong, Sandy.
She's a
You're
good one.
both-
You see
We're
the
perfect
thing.
psychics.
Perfect psychic. You're perfect psychos.
I see
Okay,
the
let's be
crap.
serious. Come on.
Hey guys.
You know I love
Hey.
you, but come on.
Hi. Who
Hey,
wants to
Gina.
go to dinner? I didn't know you were here.
Yes, I am. I'm actually on my way to dinner. I'm taking my girlfriend out for dinner. Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, I gotta run anyway. It's getting late. I gotta go pick her up. I'll see
Well,
you guys
we
later.
can go as a group.
Bye-bye.
See you guys
Are
later.
you gonna-
See you later. Be
Bye.
good. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Good luck finding the book.
Will you help us find the book?
You don't need my help. You're the psychics. Good luck.
Aw. Well, we can go as a group.
I love teasing him.
Maybe go in the group.
Yes. Hi.
you
What are you
doing?
doing
How
for
are you?
dinner? Want to grab a bite?
No, I'm with Diana.
Unbelievable. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
Everything's fine, sweetie. You have dinner with us later.
Yeah. We'll eat later. Don't worry.
Okay.
How you doing? Are you girls doing your push-ups?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Vinny. Shuffling those cards, hard work.
It is. Brings a lot of, well, not everybody's going to look like you.
Disgusting. Absolutely.
So who's gonna win the big game on Sunday?
You really want to know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
right. It's true.
Right.
Very true. Yes.
David, darling.
How are you,
Hello.
You look so cute.
I'm caught in a perpetual rewind from 5D to 3D. The same noises in my head, over and over and over. They repeat and repeat and repeat, and then you know what they do? Again and again and again they repeat, "Can you dream strawberries and cream?" Perhaps it's a Homo sapien affliction, something not a whole lot unlike adoration or network television.
Nice. Fantastic. Beautiful.
Can you dream strawberries and cream?
I think as time goes on, the world is becoming more and more spiritual, and I think the dimension between worlds is thinning. And I think more and more people, as they become more spiritual, will be able to communicate and accept the other side, and there'll be more of a connection. And I believe we'll be able to maybe learn through their experience and build a better world for all.
Any more questions? I know what the question's going to be. What do you see us doing? I see us being spectacular and answering questions about psychics that nobody has the guts to answer. No matter what TV shows out there, we're going to address the weird stuff that nobody wants to talk about with a sense of humor, because that's how we roll.